Hello and welcome to my Excel Online tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn how to use Excel Online. So the first important thing for Excel Online, for especially people my age, is how to construct a graph. Constructing graphs can be quite difficult for some people, but using this simple technique, it is pretty easy. So what you do is you select the data you want and go to Insert. I misclicked and put data, and you want to choose Scatter Graph. For some graphs, you might choose another type of graph, but I would always suggest doing a scatter graph. And since I'm doing speed and time, I would choose a scatter graph. Now, a limitation on Excel Online is that you cannot draw trend lines. You must do that by hand, or you can edit it on Excel. So what I decided to skip that step and decided to immediately focus my attentions on the label titles, because label titles are very scoring marks for graphs. So what I chose was, in the bottom one, I realized it was speed. I know this is an incorrect speed time graph, but you know, I mean it's just too complex to change it around, so I just kept it the same. My apologies. But on the other axis, it's time. This is always remember to put your axis. It is very important. These are all scoring marks. And remember to put your title correctly. So this is a speed time graph. Remember, I put that on later. I mistakenly decided I didn't realize that I could edit the chart title. So what I did was I deleted it first and then I edited it for some reason. But yeah, moving on to functions. Functions might not seem important now, but if you're doing ICT later on, or even sometimes if you do economics, it's quite important to learn functions. So what you do for this question especially, which is sorting, filtering, you must convert it into a table. This will help you out a lot. So it says filter the data by class. The task says filter the data by class, which you can just sort ascending and descending. It shouldn't be too complex, but it should be pretty straightforward. But some people you can lose a little bit of marks. It is pretty difficult. You know, as you can see, it's sorted by 1A and then sorted by 2 and 3. The next worksheet, I believe, focuses more on simultaneous sorting, as a word I would create right now. But it says you must for the region it's West and Midwest, and the product is Carlotta. So what you must do is you must go to the there's a little filter drop down box, and you go down all the way and click filter, and then they'll give you specific boxes, and you filter by Carlotta and Midwest, which are options given, and it'll come out like the little table there. This one is a little more complex. It's greater than the task is greater than 130. So what you must do is go to numerical filters and click greater than, and just type in 130, and that's how you get the answer. You can sort it ascending, descending, whatever order. Just, you know, you might want to make sure that it's correct. This one is one that I already done because the first time I did it, I really didn't understand it, so I had to really study the formula. So we do, it's count if. So the first thing is the A3s. Sorry, just misclicked there, but it's from A3 all the way down. Those are the classes, and since it's asking for 1, you need the criteria. So it's obviously 1, so it would be A3. And then you ask for the grade, which is A. So you click down the entire B column, and then it would be, and then you choose the specific criteria. And this is how you do basically for every single one of them. For 2, you choose classes 2, and for B, you choose criteria B, and C, you choose the criteria for C. For commission, it's a little more complex. You do have to, it's sum if. So what you have to do is you have to first give the names of the people, and then give the total the commission and the months given, which are given. So what you do is sum if, and then you give the range, then you give the sum range, which is the commission and the month, and I'll calculate it. And that's how it works for Bob. So it's so that's pretty much it. It's very basic stuff. But next we'll be moving on to more complex functions. The formula seen in this particular worksheet is similar to the formula seen in the last worksheet, which is sum if, with the last question of the last worksheet that we just did, which is sum if. Sum if for this particular question is a little trickier, as there's quite a long table, so you have to find, and the sales reps are jumbled up. So For this one, you have to find chin. So it's sum if, and then you choose the entire range, and then the entire range, and then you choose the criteria, and then you choose the sum range. So the first range would be the names, then you choose the criteria, then you choose the sum range, and that's how we calculate for pretty much all of them. It's pretty basic if you use this sort of formula in your head. That's what at least I did when I did these sort of formulas, and you would work for most basic sum if questions. But really, besides that, you can just enter in the values for, say, all the other names. This one is a little more tricky as it doesn't ask for specific values. You have to give in the entire range, which is total sales, and then you have to ask, and then it has to be less than 25. So what you do is you put it in commas, less than 25, end comma, close bracket, and that's how you do it. And if it's equal to, equal sign, comma, equal sign, comma, end comma, bracket. And that's how you do for all of them. If it's less than or equal to, you have to do the less than sign and equal to. If it's just purely less than, just do the less than sign. This one, again, it's pretty much similar to the first worksheet that we did in this task. It's just, you have to first do this range of names. As I would say, there's a range of names, then you choose the criteria, and then you choose the sum range, and that's how it would calculate it. Sorry, just my mic got in my way a little bit. And this, again, is very similar. It's just that it's a bigger table. So what you do here is, again, you choose the name range, which is the product in this case, and then you choose the specific criteria for this product, and then you choose the sales, the total amount of sales, which is the sum range. And that is how you pretty much substitute in for each value. The sum of questions shouldn't be too difficult. It's just really just tries to catch you out. But hopefully you found this tutorial very helpful, and if it's it would be quite nice of you to drop down a like.